Welcome back, everyone. How are you doing? Today, we are going to talk about one hot Nigerian stock that will print money for investors. One hot Niger stock. So, if you're looking for that stock that could give you some money, whether it is for Christmas or whether it is for New Year or whichever, I just feel like this stock will most likely give people some money. Of course, we have to start thinking of how to make our money work for us. So before you buy that expensive hair, shoe, bag, whatsoever, I want to be able to put your money to work for you. When you do absolutely nothing, just understanding a strategy. So personally, I feel like something big is happening in the Nigerian agriculture sector, and most people have not really understood it fully. I feel like this thing that is happening in agricultural sector is going to print money. I don't know if you noticed that this particular year, many people went into the palm oil business, probably because the noise level was so high. Many people, you probably would have had one or two persons who is saying, let us buy oil at 40,000 and sell at 60,000. Personally, I feel like agriculture is becoming big. Imagine having up to 30,000 hectares of land and then turning that large amount of place into a full-blown farmland. What I mean is a place where you can process, where you can plant, cultivate, do business, bring in people, make so much money. That's the kind of shift that I'm just thinking of. Do you understand? It's like something that I used to dream about and see about. I see a lot in other countries where I used to be like, when are we ever going to get to the point where we can do this type of big agricultural business where we can raise a lot of money that can be used to do a lot of things. So just think of palm oil, cassava, livestock, a lot of plants that is tech enabled and we have plenty money. This is kind of things that I want to talk about. So if you want to understand this type of opportunities, look into the agricultural sector. That's why I say that if you want to make money from stocks, you see today's video, you need to watch today's video. I'm not lying about it. I feel like this is one area that people feel like, oh, so some feel like they have missed out, but I want to show you one stock that will likely give you some money. So stick around and watch this video to the end. One thing I love to do, whether it is Nigerian stock, whether it is US stock, is to look at these three things. You see, I like to check out for quality stocks. I want to look out for stocks that I feel like, okay, I've studied this stock, I've looked at one or two information about this company, and they are doing very well. And the second thing is, I have a kind of investing lifestyle. I don't like to chase every new thing, but when I see one that is of interest, I would definitely like to look into it. But this particular stock, I have mentioned it two times already in this channel. Some people bought it when it was higher, and now that it is lower, it is also giving us another opportunity. Whenever I see a stock I have bought go lower than the price I bought it, I always have this mindset that this market is giving me an opportunity to scoop more at a lower rate. And of course, knowing when to buy. There are different ways to determine how to buy, and I teach that in my community. So if you really want to understand this, please consider joining our community. This stock I'm going to talk about today is actually a speculative stock, meaning it is still in its early stage. You can't really say what's going to happen in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But on the short term rule, this stock can be able to prove to people that they are here to stay for the longer route. So I feel like they are approaching their price breakout range. And we've been stalling and accumulating for a period of time. We've been on a particular range. We've been stuck on a particular range for some time now, and I think it is a good time for us to look into it again. So welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm clapping because I want to celebrate you for sticking around and watching my videos. Please consider liking this video. Smash that like button. It takes you nothing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Drop a comment and let me know if you have this dog. And of course, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Can we get to 3,000 subscribers already as our Christmas gift? Please subscribe, share this video to your friends, because here I teach you how to make your money work for you. My name is Julia and welcome. Let's talk about this talk. But first, what is it that the smart people are doing? Smart people are doing one thing: research. If you are just all about copying people's stock picks, you may make some mistakes because sometimes there are other things that may not be talked about. Because think about it, 10 to 15 minutes video, there are some things the person may not mention that you may have missed. So one thing I want to incorporate is to learn how to start doing research. Please learn how to do research. When you hear about the stock, just try and do your own research. And that's why being in a community is important, because it will help you to learn one or two things. So our key word for today is buying assets for Christmas and for 2026. See, when we get into this 2026 and people start saying stocks that have been returned the most this year, you'll be lost. Do you know that sometimes it's even the previous year that people start to stack? Mhm. There are stocks that people who made a lot of money from the stock this year, they were buying it in 2024 when people were not even talking about it. Just like now we're talking about some of these stocks, and some people are just doing, there are some stocks in my community we are buying now because they are going to give us at least 100% return. Now we are buying it. Some people just don't know about it. But next year, when it has done maybe 150%, 120%, and we bring it to your knowledge, you'll be like, wow. So that's what I mean by buying assets now against Christmas and of course 2026. But Christmas is just a few weeks away. So keep that in mind. So before I mention the name of this talk, I'm going to give a disclaimer that this is something that has worked for me. I've made profit from it, and it is from my own research. So make sure you do your own research. Understand that stock market is also risky. You can lose money. But when you do your research, you would always be on top of your game. So this video is for educational purposes. If ever you want to learn more and understand and get stock recommendations from me, please consider joining our VIP. People have been asking me lately in the group, is it for 1 year or is it a lifetime? It is for 1 year, but you get access to your training lessons, which you have access to for for a very long time, for like 5 years or more. So, but the recommendations and other things are going to keep evolving. So after 1 year, if you still want to join and still get recommendations, we will get to that. But for now, it is a 1 year access. So I hope that now you understand. So when you're making payments, keep that in mind. So the stock is Ella Lake. But like I said, other stocks that we're going to be picking, I have put it together for my VIPs and they have access to that particular list. You should join us. So I wanted to share one stock that we actually grabbed that has done over 22% in 1 week. This particular stock, you can see here, it was around November that I gave the last call out that we should buy it below 52. And you can see on that day, it actually touched 51.80. This stock just touched 66. It touched 66 briefly and came down, and I know it's going to head over to 68 and 70. This is how you can literally make money when you understand the charts and the movement of stocks and capitalize on opportunities. Now, this is a US stock. This is a newbie who just started, and she sent me this information. She says, "Good evening, Julia. Thank you so much. My profit for yesterday and today, I am grateful to you. I'm also happy." So she has made $54. Talk about Christmas money. And she says, "God bless you. I was so happy that I could, whenever I see my students make money, I feel so great, so happy and fulfilled. So please come and join us in the community and get some of these results for yourself. It's going to wow you and blow your mind. I don't want you to be so stressed out because you're investing in the stock market. There are easier ways to do this thing and it will give you peace of mind." So come on and join us. It is just 50,000 naira. And of course, you should know by next year it's going to increase. So this is the last time you're going to get it at 50,000 naira. Don't say I did not tell you. This is the last batch for the year, batch 7.0. And we have a lot of people in that community. So you come in and learn, you practice, and then you start earning money. Just like this lady that you saw her video her post. Okay, so we also have this book where you can get started, assuming you're not ready to join the community, but you can get started on this book. It is called the 1 billion wealth plan. Please consider buying it. It's just 2,000 naira. Make it a Christmas gift to yourself. Everybody deserves to be rich and wealthy, and this book has the step-by-step guide. So if you want to do that, get the blueprint, please consider getting this book. Now let's go to the chart and let's look at this Ella Lake stock. Okay, fam. So this is Ella Lake. So I just wanted to pull this stock so that you will see the move so far. You can see that this year, this stock has had an amazing year. This was in May. So for someone who had bought this stock in May, when it was around 3 naira, this stock ran to 18 naira, almost 20 naira, meaning that this stock had done 600% if you had bought it at this price. So for someone who jumped in at $8 would have made 200, because 8 to 18 is at about almost 200%. So it depends on the time you actually bought this particular stock. So I felt I should pull this stock up so that you get to see it. Now let's look at something. Let me bring it to the daily time frame so that you would understand what I've been trying to figure out about this particular stock. The first thing I want you to know that is that this stock has done very, very well. See, this is June. See, so this is the journey. And after hitting 19, this stock started selling off. You can see it came as low as 10. See, let's back test to this place. So this is the first time he had the first all-time high, like the longest one so far since June. This was in July, and then it touched 13 and it sold off because people had to take profit. It sold off and came down to 9, and buyers stepped in and took it all the way, and it broke this 13 and jumped to 14 and then hit 19, and then profit taking took place again. You can see profit taking place, and then it came as low as 10 again, almost where it sold off to this point, and then buyers stepped in. You can see this is the second time buyers are also stepping in at 11. This is the third time buyers are stepping in at almost 11. So this is a good indication that people like this stock to step in around here. So people, whenever they sell it, most people have their, maybe, or they are just writing it down somewhere, or maybe keeping an order, maybe like a limit order, giving a command that I would like to scoop more if this stock comes to 11. So you can see the first touch, and then it went up to 14. Do you know that just this 11 to $14 would have made you good money? Some people may have made up to 3 million or even more, or 300,000, depending on how much you're using to invest. It came down to touch it again, another 11, and then it touched 15.90, another move. So for short-term momentum traders who are spotting, the quick moves in between, you could have made money. So I was talking about this stock when it came to 14, and then it dropped again down to 11. This was another opportunity to grab it. Then it went to 15. Some people may have taken some profits here, and it came down again to 10.85, and you can see buyers stepped in again to take this stock up. So if you look at where we are currently for today, you will see that we touched another 14.60, and today the stock is selling off. I have no reason, I don't know why the stock is selling off at this point in time, but I feel like it's also going to, if it ever drops back to this place again, this is like a key indication that this stock, that people will like to buy it back again. So some people are riding this stock on short term. Some people are leaving it for long term. So for me, when we break this 15.90 is when I would see us try to come back to this 19. And if it touches 19 and breaks above 19, we're likely going to see 20, 25, and 30. Meaning that even if you bought it around 11, you can actually sell this stock at 100% at 20, 22, 23 naira. So this stock is one stock I wanted us to look at and see that you can actually grab some of them and keep an eye on this move. You can see it's been trading on this range for quite some time. From September to December, we've been on this range. So I hope you learned something from this chart, and you are going to key into this particular stock that can give you some money. Even if it doesn't make money now, consider that it's going to get you money by early next year. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and you got the information that I talked about. You noted the key support areas And of course, I know you're going to like and share